So math lesson 6 is on problem solving, and we're going to learn a new strategy. And this is how to write a number sentence. Now, in math, sometimes you get a problem that looks like this. And in this problem, Mrs. Murphy doesn't see any numbers. Is it math numbers?
Mm-mm.
Is it math all about numbers? Yeah, but this problem doesn't have any numbers. This problem is called a story problem. You have to read it in order to figure out the numbers you need for math. So if I look at this story problem, I first have to be able to read it. And that's why reading is so important. If you cannot read, second graders, you're not going to be able to do math. You're not going to be able to do math. You're not going to be able to do social studies. You're not going to be able to do science. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things because you have to be able to read. And in a story problem, you have to be able to read, especially number words. Raylan, what's that first number word?
4.
4 friends were eating a snack. Well, right there, Carson, it tells me my number. What's the number?
4.
4. So if I am ever reading a problem, a story problem, and I can't find the actual number, but I see the number word, guess what I always do, Ingrid? Can you guess what I do? If I see this word that says 4, guess what I do?
You put a 4 on top.
I do. I put the 4 above it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got 4 friends. I got the number 4. And they were eating a snack. 2 more friends joined them. I just saw another number word. Addie?
2.
2. So guess what I do, Addie?
You put a number 2 on top.
Yeah, top, or sometimes if there's not room, maybe Mrs. Murphy can put it over to the side. And then I see another key word. What's that other key word in math? 2 more friends join them. I can find another important word.
Plan?
Libby. 2
problems?
close, not problems. Ellie?
4.
2 more. So if I get 2 more, if I get more of something, am I going to add or subtract? Ellie? Add or subtract? Riley, help her. Add. So if I find the word more, oh, I'm going to do a different color so that sticks out. If I see the word more, that means Mrs. Murphy needs to add. If I see the word less, that means I need to subtract. Now, that wasn't a very good plus sign. Let's fix that. Now, 2 more friends joined them. Each person ate a banana. How many bananas did they eat? Now, I always look at my question. Brooklyn, would you go put down, please? How many bananas did they eat? That tells me what I'm looking for the answer. So how many bananas did they eat? Okay. Now, when we do a story problem, the first step we need to do is to understand. Underline what you know. Circle what you need to find out. Mrs. Murphy did that already. I underlined what I know. I know there's 4 friends. I know there's 2 more. And I added them. Then I circled what I need to find out. Did I circle my question, second graders? Yeah, that's what I need to find out. We just talked about questions today in grammar. So we know that a question always ends in a question mark. And in a story problem, most of the time your question is at the very end of it. They don't put the question at the beginning. They always put it at the very end, okay? So now, once I understand it, so you guys are going to have to underline and circle in your story problem. problems, once you understand it, you need a plan. How will I solve this problem? What could Mrs. Murphy do to solve this problem? Brooklyn, what could I do?
You could use your fingers.
I could use my fingers. I could go 4 fingers and 2 fingers, and I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 more, 5, 6. I could use my fingers. That's one way.
And then you can do
Oh, let's just have you give me one way. Give me another way, Briley. So I can use my fingers. Okay, I'll come back to you. Ellie,
number line.
a number line. Oh, you second graders, I haven't put up my number line yet. But you could use your number line to do hops, or your ruler to do hops. You could use the number line. Ellie,
Looking at in the head.
thinking it in your head, adding it in your head. Ingrid,
You could use your pencil.
your pencil. Brooklyn, did you have another one that wasn't said? Nope, just tell me.
So you like if it's like kind of like you can like use it in your head, like put 6 plus 4, you just use that, and then you add that, and then you add like one more.
In your head. Yep, you can do it in your head. Charlotte,
You can do it on the pencil.
you could maybe use use anything that you need, like counters, or do it on the carpet. Last one, Addie.
You could just probably take a number line and then put the 4 there and the plus and then put the 2 and the 6 and then you got the whole one. I
You
could
could do that. So using your number line. Libby,
You can use the markers.
the markers. Ingrid. Kinsley.
You can use the name tag.
Your name tag, because that's what you do. John.
Or you can use a whiteboard.
Your whiteboard. You could draw. That's what Mrs. Murphy's going to say. That's what I always like to do. Sometimes I can't add the numbers, but I can draw it out, and then I can figure it out. So you could use your whiteboard, and you could draw it. Is that what you're thinking, John?
Can we grab a
Okay,
whiteboard?
last one, Aria.
We can use our rollers.
Use your rulers. We've already said that. Now, you figure out, because some of you can figure out problems differently. That's what math is all about. What Mrs. Murphy might do, you might not do, because you might be able to think of it and do it in a different strategy. So you have to think, and you have to plan, how will you solve this problem? I know if I were solving it, I'd probably draw it out. But here would be another way to solve it after you maybe draw it out or use your number line or use your ruler, is that you would take 4 from up here, and then you're going to add your 2 because you're adding more, and then you will get your 6. You get 6 bananas. Okay, so in our story, whenever we have a story problem, we have 3 steps. We need to understand it by underlining and circling the words, plan it, how are you going to figure it out, and then solve it. So 3 steps. Okay, the last thing you need to do is check it. Make sure your answer makes sense. Because if Mrs. Murphy did 4 plus 2 and I got 100 as my answer, does that make sense, Ingrid? No. Is it reasonable? That means does it make sense? Or if I did 10 minus 5 and I got 20, is that even possible? No, that doesn't make sense, right? So double check. Mrs. Murphy always says double check. Does your answer make sense? Okay? All right.